Kirsten, my friend Dan, Stephanie. We're gonna go on a snow machine ride. As typical, we're waiting on the women, as always. Just waiting and waiting. But it's always worth the wait. There you go, from baby to grown man.
Isn't that crystal clear? Yes. Man. That's what that's for. We did the arrow. We should blob. I didn't know.
Alright, so hopefully in some of the previous video we got 2 caribou and we brought it here into the garage, and you can see that looks clean, but just a couple of days ago, let's just say Kirsten was not too happy with me and Dan. So it was, my floor was red, almost like that, and well, we got it cleaned up. So we took a whole entire day cutting up 2 caribou and quartering out and deboning it and putting these containers and getting it cooled off and everything. So now today, as you can see, we're in the process of cutting the meat, and that's just one little portion of it. So, and then.
So what we're trying to do is turn all of this pile in here, the large chunks, into the stuff that's actually going to be packaged. So here we have like a pile that's just going to be ground up. Here we have some really good roasts. Here is the prized possession, the back straps and tenderloins ready to go. And then we've got some over here, stuff that looks like grind, but it's a kind of a higher quality. So this is going to be stew meat, and this will become Bratwurst and sausage and just ground meat for tacos and things.
So we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be in here. That took us, that one, so all the meat that you see that's cut up here was in this actual pan filled to the top. So that took us an hour and a half-ish.
Yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Took us an hour and a half. And then we got probably about maybe 2 more of these pans to cut up. So
Sharp knives.
That's yeah, so we've already had to resharpen our knives twice already. So one was when we started, and we just had to resharpen it now again. So I see a lot of coffee, maybe in the evening, some alcohol. But the ladies, they're going to get the last supplies, and then they are actually going to take care of this spot. And focus, yeah, they're going to take care of this. They're going to be grinding it and packaging it and throwing in the freezer. So we're the cutters, they're the packagers. So they need to hurry up and get back here. That's what I'm thinking. So while the ladies are mixing the bratwurst seasoning, just so you can see, this is the machine that we used, and here's the box for it. It's a 0.75 horsepower. Oh, glare. It is a 0.75 horsepower, number 12 Leam. Is that right? Leam. Leam grinder. You know, and a lot of people told us that, or told me that if you're going to do a lot of big game processing, that you need to have a super industrial grinder. And this is the typical grinder that you find at your sportsman store. And there's a lot of like silver skin and things like that, and it never bogged down once.
Didn't slow down at all.
Not at all.
It was waiting on us.
Yeah, there's a lot of times we couldn't keep up with it, and so we had a system to where we were grinding, and while the other people were packaging the meat and vacuum sealing it. So we've been, and the food saver, it does its job. Let's just say that. I think I might need to invest in a better vacuum sealer, but it does what I need it to do. So now let's go have fun and make some bratwursts. So the bratwurst we're making today, we are actually using real hog casings, and come in a package and casings. I'm not saying castings. See, if you've seen a previous video where I kept on screwing up and saying castings, see, it's casings. I learned my lesson. Other people in this room keep on making fun of me. It's casings. I learned my lesson. So we're using hog casings. Did you hear that, Kirsten? Hog casings. And they come in a little package. They're very full of salt. And so you pretty much have to take them, put them in warm water, and clean them up. And Kirsten's about to die laughing. I don't know why. We can't do this filming. Kirsten's laughing too much. No, and then you rinse them out really good, and then you want to keep the table really nice and wet, and then you fill it all up. You fill the casings up with sausage. Oh, sorry. Second batch this morning, and we are finally done.
Oh, well, good job, guys.
Just-
It's gonna work.
Just in time for the coals to pack it up and take it down south.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, is it gonna freeze enough, fast enough?
We're trying to. We're putting it outside, and hopefully it'll get frozen. It'll be.
It's plenty cold outside.
Yeah. Oh, it's super cold here.
Yeah. And then you guys, as soon as you guys get home, put it.
Okay, so we just calculated all of the meat that we have processed, and we came out to 150 pounds of meat, almost 151. So 75 pounds of meat for the Coles and the Emmets each, and we are good to go. So excited to try the bratwurst that we made and any of the new recipes that we discover along the way with all this awesome meat that the Lord has blessed us with in our awesome trip to Alaska. So here we go.
So now we took the leftover meat that we couldn't put in the bratwurst, and we made little patties. This is the first time we're tasting the caribou. We're going to do it all together so we can either see the happiness look or the disgusted look. Hopefully the first one.
Well, it's
So,
too late now anyway,
yeah.
so.
All right, so ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And that is.
Oh, it's very spicy.
Oh, I like that.
That's excellent.
It was actually phenomenal.
I love it. It's approved.
Fresh caribou.
We did it.
Oh,